Hi, I'm Peter Tauck, and if you want to know what the word culturious means, don't pick up your dictionary because you're not going to find it. Culturious combines two words, culture and curious, and it's a word that we here at Tauck have used to describe a new series of trips that we've been developing around the world that are for smaller, more active groups aimed at people who are really curious about different cultures of the world. So if you're curious about Culturious, take a look and see what we've been up to. I think you'll like what you see.
Our first day here, before we met up with the tour, we went to Rome, and so we had to plan it all ourselves, and that's kind of stressful. So to have somebody just kind of guide you through it and make sure that you hit all the top spots and see part of the culture behind it, you're getting something out of every stop you make.
What's great about Culturious is the vehicle is small enough to get around, and you go by other tour groups and then there are these large buses and they're not getting to the places that maybe we're going to.
And so we can reach these places. We can offer places called Colle Verde, where they produce their own wine, they produce their own olive oil, and that's where we have a pasta making class. Culturious might attract a person who wants to be part in the experience rather than stand back and just observe.
And whoever made the pasta was a master.
Fantastico.
Tauck does that so well. They do something special that you would never get to do on your own.
Michelangelo was a painter, he was a sculptor, he was an architect. All of his sculptures are made from Carrara marble. And when we drive up into the actual Carrara marble quarries, they realize that we are sitting on one big mountain range of marble. Lucca is surrounded by city walls where you can also ride your bike on it.
Neat, amazing views.
There's some organization that you have confidence in what's going to happen, but yet there's enough adventure mixed in. And that's the perfect balance that Tauck does with their Culturious tours.
To experience and see the historic center is to go up a tower. It's from the 1400s. And there are trees because Paolo Guinigi wanted to make sure that his tower was the highest. I want them to incorporate what they have seen here in their lives when they go home. And I want them to take a little Pinocchio puppet, because the story of Pinocchio was written in Florence in 1908.
Different things will trigger different memories that are just so unique. I mean, incredible. Just things you would never get to do on your own.
I'd like to speak a little bit about our inclusive pricing, and it really does a number of things. One, it allows us to go out and choreograph a destination experience where we include everything and it flows for the customers. And in so doing that, what it does to the traveler is with all those logistics taken care of, they don't have to worry about that. Their total mental bandwidth is free to just relax and enjoy the destination, which is what they're there to do. And thirdly, from a value perspective, because we're out with our buying power, it represents incredible value that we pass on to the customer.
They make it such a great experience that I just think it's money well spent.
Yeah, you're definitely getting the most of your investment with Tauck and the Culturious program, no doubt.
You won't find most Culturious experiences in any guidebook or on the internet. We've got our people on the ground continually in these destinations, frankly looking for the things to do before they ever make it into the guidebooks or onto the internet.
I've been building bridges programs and our classic programs for many years, but now with Culturious, the audience is somebody like myself, a 50-year-old active person who likes to explore, who likes to discover food and culture. Culture comes in many different ways, so I don't want to take our guests to some touristic spot. We're always looking for local restaurants. The Veneto is a great wine region, famous for the Proseccos, the Soaves, a lot of white wines grown in the foothills of the Dolomites. We'll be visiting some of those areas. Also, we're going to go to a little mill that makes grappa in the same way they have for 300 years. It's like investigative reporting, but on the traveler's level. They want to go find out what makes a city tick and who's behind the scenes. Hello.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Giovanna.
How do you do? Brian Stacy? That, I think, is fulfilling people's curiosity. Well, today as we were walking around, we found a gentleman who's the 4th or 5th generation of gondola builder, whose great-grandfather started it 150 years ago. Well, everybody that comes to Venice, they have to go in a gondola, of course, and to come back and hear and see how they're built, that's going to be a fantastic addition to the story of the city. We couldn't stop him talking. He was so gregarious and so enchanting, and you could see how much he had a passion for his work and showing us the carvings and the things that he does for each of his boats. This new Venice and the Veneto program, which we'll launch in 2011, will focus on not only the city of Venice, but the Veneto area, it's the region around Venice. Building the Culturious programs has been a lot of fun. It doesn't matter how many times you've been to Venice or Rome or Paris, there are new things to discover for everybody.
Because Culturious caters to small groups of just 15 to 20, we stay at some of the finest boutique hotels you will find anywhere in the world. These hotels become a part of the overall Culturious experience. Now, I would venture to guess that you agents have people coming in all the time looking for you to put together independent travel products. This is a product, I can't say it's going to be for all of them, but for a good majority of those people, this is something that you should put in front of them because it gives them the independence, it gives them the in-depth, it gives them the activity that they're looking for, and things are done for them. And that's a benefit to them, but it's also a benefit to you. Imagine the amount of time you could save if you could sell a Culturious program rather than sitting there and laboring through putting together individual packages for each of these boomer clients that comes into your office. Also, because of the all-inclusive nature of it, your commission is going to end up being higher. It's an easy sale, and you make more money because so many components are included in this. And also, as you've probably noticed in the past with the Tauck product, that our product drives a lot of repeat business, and it drives a lot of referral business, and what that creates for you is an annuity and an ever-growing bottom line. Let's take a look at some of the Culturious destinations. Well, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate your taking the time to come and learn about Culturious. We're so excited about this product and just know that it's got such potential in today's marketplace.